And for number two, I'm really these videos are really goals for me to educate people and help me with my own business. You know, it helps me practice on what I teach. Okay, and I teach the debt-free way of living your life. And I want to, and the reason why I do this, again, money is about energy. It really is about energy, positive or negative energy, and debt is negative energy. It weighs on you. Debt makes you. It forces you to make decisions that you normally would. It forces you to compromise your. Some people, not everybody, compromise their integrity, their values because of money out of desperation, right? And most cannot figure out why that is. It's debt. You know, it's like, for example, would you, if you had an opportunity to, you know, if you were deep in debt and you had a clear opportunity to embezzle some money at work, the likelihood of you doing it would be higher because you need that money to pay whatever you're paying. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you would do it. I'm just saying you would probably even think about it. And, you know, but it's debt that makes you, but if you had money, you wouldn't even consider that. You wouldn't even be like, no, I'm not doing that. That would ruin my whole life for this few peddly dollars. But anyway, this one is about real estate. All right. And I live in Seattle, Washington. Those of you who don't know me, my name is LJ Young, and I'm a debt-free, 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people understand why the cause they're living paycheck to paycheck and cannot figure out why. And it's not to make more money. I promise you. Making more money, it will help, but it's not the answer to getting you out of debt from living paycheck to paycheck. It's because it won't matter. You can get $1 million a year. If your mindset is month to month and payments, you'll just have higher payments. You make more money, it's time for higher payments. That's all. That's how I thought. That's how I thought. All right. So the real estate. All right. I want you. I'm giving you the debt-free perspective side of it. Okay. Now, when I was in debt, I would not have been able to see to tell you what I'm going to tell you about real estate and all this other stuff. Anyway, in Seattle, real estate is going up because Amazon's here, Microsoft's here, right? And so what that does is they start to throw out all these, oh, housing prices are the median this 500 $1 million and all this stuff. And so people panic, especially the people that cannot afford homes, panic and say, I got to get in before I can't get in. So I got to get in. So what I want you to understand is this. Just because you can afford a mortgage payment doesn't make you a homeowner financially. All I'm saying is go by the math. Go by the math. You might not like hearing what I'm saying. All right. I know I wouldn't have when I was in deep in debt. I was like, what are you talking about? You ain't nobody. You know, I would have said that because I wanted that thing, that house. That house is a thing, nothing more to be bought and sold. If you can't afford to pay cash, that is the very reason why you have to get a mortgage because you can't pay cash for the house. And what that means is that you're saying, hey, bank, I need your help to get this house. And the bank says, sure, I'll help you, but I'm going to own the house until you pay me all the money back. It's that simple. That's what a mortgage is. It's nothing more than that. All right. And so if you remember that and never forget that, you understand that. So you won't, it's no different than this. If you owned a rental home, right? And you had a renter in there telling all his friends that he owned the home, would you care? You wouldn't even care. As long as they're making that payment on time, you wouldn't care what he told his friends. That's the exact same thing. The bank doesn't care who you tell if you're a homeowner. I own that house. The bank don't care as long as you make the mortgage payments on time. That's it. Just be real with that, right? So what? Back to the real estate thing. Through my debt-free eyes, I don't care what the news says about the median home price and housing prices are going up and they're going to be unreachable. That's not true. All you got to do is this: look at the national debt, consumer debt. It's in the trillions. That's a lot of people saying they own homes when they really do not own homes. That's a lot of people saying they own their car. They really don't own their car. That's a lot of people with credit card debt and student loan debt. That's a lot of people. So if the percentage, say like this, say like the percentage, and I don't know the exact number because it changes every year. Let's just say 80% of America are in debt. Okay, let's just say that. And when I say in debt, their personal finances are not in the black. They're in the red, in the negative. All right, just follow me here. Just follow the math. Follow the math. It's going to be tough, but follow the math. I did it. You can do it too. All right. If 80% of America are in debt, you know what that means? There's an 80% chance that there will be a house out there when you're ready for it. 80% chance. You know why? Because within 30 years, they're like somebody gets in a house and they automatically sign up for 30 years because that's what they think. It's 30 years, 30 years. 30 years. Out of 30 years, that person cannot have one financial hiccup. They can't have a job loss, a divorce, a spouse die, a kid gets sick, a layoff. 30 years? That's a long time. And if I was the bank, I would take that gamble. Because why? Because I wouldn't lose. You know why? Because I still own the property. If I was the bank, I would take that chance. A chance that I would win. And remember, when people do that, they see the sale price of the house, right? And they say, oh, I got in at this price. No, you didn't get it for that price. Flip over to the back of your thick contract of your mortgage. When you're done paying, that's the price you paid for. The sale price of a house does not matter if you're financing it. It doesn't matter. Whenever you're done paying, that's the price you paid. It's just math. I'm not saying anything. None of this stuff is hidden. None of it. None of it's hidden. That's the best part about it. Banks are not evil. Don't go around saying that because that's not true. If you don't like their terms, don't borrow their money. Back to the real estate thing. So don't worry about people rushing in, buying all this stuff, and you think housing's gonna run out. No, it's not. You have an 80% chance. So if you take the time, sit back, live under your means, stack your money, save up cash. Save up cash, right? Save up the money. By the time you have the money, there's 80% of people that's gonna be in credit trouble soon. Somebody's in credit trouble in a house today. They look like they got money, but they are swimming in debt. They're swimming and cannot wait to get out. And you come along with cash, guess what? You're not paying retail price or whatever the news says or all the sophisticated percentages and all these calculations. You don't care about none of that. Who cares about that? Hey, you trying to get out of this house? Yeah, I got half right here. You want it? How much remaining of your balance? Oh man, it's this. I got it. You want to get out of it? I'll take it. And they're going to take it. Number one, it helps the person getting out of debt. Now he's free. You get a house for half price, 3/4 of a price. That's it. When you're debt free, you have cash. And when you have cash, you never pay, almost never, I'm not going to say never pay. You never pay full price for anything again. Anything. You don't pay full price for stuff. No. That's gone. That's gone. No. You always negotiate. And when you got cash, you can wait. You say, oh, no, I'm going to try to sell it for on the market. And you be like, hey, I got this cash. We can skip over all the paperwork, all the bank stuff. We can skip over all that right here. Bam. It saves them time and it saves them money. And they want to get out of from under debt, credit, whatever. There's always going to be a house for you. Always. And let me give you some other advice that I could not see. I'm sharing with you debt-free advice on the other side of debt. This is on the other side. God, how can I put this? I'm going to have to come back to that one because I really want to explain it properly. But back on the normal. If real estate, don't go by the stuff you see on the news. All you got to do is look at the national debt. Look at the student debt. It's in the trillions of dollars. All those people cannot be doing it right. They can't. If they're in a negative, they have no money. I was in a negative for years. For years. And had not a clue I was in debt. Thought I could never afford a house. You can't, let me tell you this. When you can't wake up one day just because you're in your 30s and you got a family now and say, okay, man, I'm old enough. I feel like I should own a house. I feel like I should own a house. As soon as you say, I feel, That's when you know you're not ready for a house, because your feelings of owning a house have nothing to do with the mathematical equation. Not at all. Your feelings on the matter do not matter. When you're ready for buying a house is years of preparation. It's not just wake up one day and you feel like I deserve a house. It doesn't work that way. Don't ever think that way, ever. If you feel about something, say, that's the wrong, because my feelings don't have nothing to do with math. You have to prepare. You want to say, I'm going to have a good down payment. So I got to save. I got to save for years. I got to make sure my credit score is good because I want the best possible mortgage, which is conventional, right? If you walk in the bank, you say, "Hey, I need a conventional mortgage." And if they say, "Nah, you can't get it because of money or credit," and they say, "We have these other options," you say, "No, thank you. What do I need to do to get a conventional mortgage? What do I need to change?" Because if you say, like, for example, you, you conventional mortgage is the prime mortgage that you want. All right? Prime mortgage. Listen to that word, prime. Prime. Okay? Anything below conventional mortgage, which is the best, this is the only one you want because you want to borrow for the least amount of money. Anything below conventional is subprime. Prime, subprime. When they start saying, "Hey, we got special programs for you," that's a sign. That's a sign. Say, "Oh, special program for me because I don't have enough money because my credit's bad. I need to fix those things. I'll come back later. Thank you. What do I need to do, bank? Get your credit score up, come with more money." Okay. See you in a couple years. See you in 4 years. Now, while your friends are just jumping in, and you don't get jealous over that. Don't fall for that. Don't jump in and say, "Oh man, they get in a house and I should be having." No, don't do that. That's wrong. Look at the national debt, consumer debt. That's mortgage debt. It's in the trillions. You say, I don't want to be part of that. You don't want to be part of that. You don't have to be part of that. Don't do any of that. Stay in your lane. Get that. See how boring conventional mortgage sound? That sounds so boring. Conventional mortgage, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the special programs have special names. Hey, special people mortgage, first time home buyer mortgage, FHA for people that. If it's special because you're specially in debt. Your credit score is especially low. That's why it's special. Conventional, you know why that name, conventional mortgage, is so boring? Because people that get conventional mortgages, they don't need no fancy name for the name. They know exactly what they're getting into. Conventional mortgage, cool. Best rate, cool. But credit score, yeah. Percentage rate low, yeah. That's it. Done. 15-year fix, done. And trust me, I'll be done well before 15 years, not even close to 15 years. There is no way I'd be locked into the bank, owe the bank that much money for that long. There is no way. That terrifies me to know I owe the bank $400,000. No way. No way. Ever. Now I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret, okay? A little formula that you need to that you understand. You should understand. Put it in your back pocket. Don't tell the people. All right? Don't tell the people. All right? When you get these people that come up to you, all right, and they say they have a house and then they got a rental house and they're making all this extra money, like say like they're making $1,000 off this extra house. This is all I want you to do, and just calculate this in your brain. All right, they'll say, "Hey man," and they'll have a mortgage on the original house too. All right, don't even get me started on that. Just go like this. When they say, "Oh man, yeah, you should get into rentals, man," and I profited off this house, man. I'm profiting like $1,000 a month. You go, okay. So you own that house? Nah, man, nah, I don't own that house, but it's still, man, the renters are paying for the mortgage, blah, blah, blah. I want you to understand this. Go, how much you pay for that house? Because people in debt love to brag about their debt. I'm not sure why. I was one of them. I have no idea how the bank got me to do that. That's a previous video. And you go, how much you own that house? Oh, 400,000. Let's just throw out some numbers. $400,000. Okay. When that person makes 1,000, say like the $1,000 profit comes down, their balance sheet is really now negative $399,000 negative. They're still in the negative. Okay. Now, most likely, people that get this money, they need that money from that house. So they take it, add it to their own income, and spend it. Okay. So that money they profited $1,000, they'll add it to their income, which they got to add to their yearly income, which they got to pay taxes on it, et cetera, and not put it back into this house. Now, this $400,000 house next month, next year, now it's 400 and X dollars uh, they owe the bank, right? I mean, yeah, they're going to pay the mortgage. Don't get me wrong. But if you overpay, that's mortgage plus interest. And it counts on what type of mortgage they got on this house. That that's a law. I mean, you have no idea what kind of mortgage they got on the house. You don't know. I'm not saying ask. But if you do ask and they turn to you and say, I don't know, that's a problem. That's all you need to know. If they turn to you and say, I don't know what type of mortgage I got on there, that's all you need to know. Don't ask them any more questions. That's it. Because a person that manages their money well, especially a debt-free person, you know exactly what type of mortgage you got. You know exactly how much money you put down. You know exactly when you're going to pay it off. You know it. That's it. I'm doing 2 a days, man. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.